Hello again, this is Marcus from Cisco's Technical Enablement Engineering Group. This video is going to show you how to set up your less.net account in CCA and make it work. So the first step is to log into CCA and go to telephony, ports and trunk section, and then go to SIP trunk. This will probably take 2 minutes if you haven't loaded it before. You're going to hit generic service provider, actually generic SIP trunk provider. The primary server name will be did.voip.less.net. Same thing goes with this section here. Same thing goes for the SIP domain name. I just use a generic DNS server address. So these are the only 3 sections you need, actually 4 sections you need to enter, actually for this top part here. And then you have the credentials and the digest authentication. So for the username, it's going to be that peer name that you entered before, and the password. And my password was hello123. And you're going to do that down here as well for your user credentials. So you're going to enter it twice. Once that's done, you're just going to hit OK. Actually, depending on what type of trunk you have, I think with Les, he has certain trunks that can accept 2 calls per trunk, and then the other ones accept maybe 4 calls per trunk, but you'll have to verify that. My trunk I know is 4, so I'll just put 4 there, and then I'll hit OK. This should pop up with another window in about a second. Alright, so if you want all your calls to exit from your SIP trunk first, you'll leave this option checked off. This second section here is the company main number, which is basically the DID that's associated with your trunk. Mine is this other number here, 00. Don't add a 1 here, just leave it as a 10-digit number. Once you hit OK, this does take a while, so just be patient. Alright, so that took about maybe 5 or 6 minutes. So once it's done configuring the SIP trunk, you're going to hit OK. Alright, so you're probably wondering, how can you check if it's really registered? If you go down to, let's see, yeah, so it'd be under monitor and under telephony and then SIP trunk status. It'll tell you if it's registered or not. So right here under your peer name, which is actually your username, it says registered. And if you go to less.net, it'll actually tell you if it's registered or not. So right now it says registered, before it said no. So that's another indication. Now, how can you start making calls from your less.net account? You'll have to go into your incoming dial plan. Go to direct dialing, hit add. For my description, I'll just put less.net. Not less is greater than that. Less.net. For my DID start range, I'll just put, my number here. The end range, I'll put the same number. Now the extension that I assigned for my IP communicator is 211. So Any calls made to this number that I have here will go to the soft phone 211. Now this is a test account that I have, so don't go crazy and call me, please. Alright, so once that's done, you're just going to hit apply. This will probably take another, I don't know, minute or so. Once it's done, you should be able to start making and receiving calls. Now, I'm not going into the outgoing dial plan because I already left that box checked off that I can make and receive calls from the SIP trunk. So I'll just make a test call here just to show you that inbound dialing works. Alright, so let me grab my cell phone and make a call. Crossing my fingers here. And it works. As you can see, that's my cell phone. You hear in the background ringing the IP communicator. And now we have two-way communication. And that's all you should need to do to set up your Less.net account.